seen. I've been driving this past couple of days. It's been nice out. And one thing I realized driving it is I don't think I can stand the small spots of spray paint that I showed you. And this front fender over here, I didn't show you guys, but it's a little misaligned. It's not too bad, but it's enough that just bothers the crap out of me. See the front? I think when I push this out, it'll make the headlight fit better too. You can just see it's small and gets big. So we're gonna fix that. And then here's the spray paint I was telling you guys about. Just in the corner, I don't know, it's weird. And then the other side is the mirror spray painted. So we're gonna buzz that off. I scheduled this week white because I have a car show that I'm bringing the DSG to Thursday, so 2 days. So we're gonna buzz these bumpers off the mirror and we're gonna sand and get them in the primer and then maybe paint them tomorrow. And another thing I haven't told you guys about that we might be fixing, see the wheel? It's pushed back about 1 inch. I don't know if you can tell. I noticed it the day I looked at it before I bought it, but I didn't care. I think the K-member will fix that from my convertible. If you've seen the other video, you've seen that this K-member is kind of like ugly. They spray paint it and stuff. So I'm gonna put the convertible one on there, which is the same color, silver, so it'll look better OEM, and I think it'll fix that wheel. So it does drive just a little funny, like you can feel it, which is, I could probably align it and make it better, but I'm just gonna put the K-member in it and see if it takes that out, because it kind of bothers me too. So clearly it's hitting this corner if everything's misaligned, but everything's fixable. So we're gonna start with the fender, get that aligned. I don't know if I'm gonna go to that extent to paint that, but we're gonna get that aligned, bumpers off, get them sprayed, and then we'll see how those turn out. All right guys, I got kind of busy with work stuff. Pulled the front end off that Jeep. That's our body shop, and things just come up and you got to get stuff done. But anyways, I took the headlights out to get the bumper off. You don't have to. That's my way of doing it. It just makes everything easier. If you're doing this at home without a hoist, pull your wheel off, take this out. Probably easier. All it is these clips. And then you got 2 bolts in here. The hoist, I reach up there and get to them. It's 2 11 millimeters. And once you get them off, you just pull it out like that. There's 2 clips on the top up there, 1 and 2. So you got 2 bolts in the fenders, 2 clips in the top, 2 bolts in the fenders, and then all I have left holding it is these pins. But I wanted to show you guys what I was talking about, the K-member. They like spray painted it like an ugly gray. And that shit just bothers me bad. It's so ugly. So once I get mine from my dad's, I kept it from my convertible. We'll throw that up in there and hope that something in this is tweaked, moving the wheel back, and it's not on the frame horn, but we'll see when we get it in there. I'm almost positive it's probably gonna work just by the way this thing's looking. I think the K-member's bent, or the control arm could even be bent right here. So we'll see. That side doesn't look like that. Could be about anything. So my K-member has control arms on it, so we'll just throw the whole assembly up there and hopefully it fixes that. But I'm gonna get this front bumper buzzed off and then the rear bumper, and then we'll start sanding. Well, we got the front one off. So the back one's a lot different. I always take the wheel off. You got 2 Phillips screws there. Then you gotta gut your trunk because they bolted it. There's 2 on each side, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you got a couple in here. Not all of them. Where is it? What the hell? Not all of them. These holes have a bolt, but there's 3 across the back. And then you just pull it out. It should go down. They're kind of a pain. And then there's a couple clips that I haven't pulled out yet, but that's about it. So there's 2 in the sides, 3 in the back down here, and then the clips in the bottom, it should pull off. The back ones aren't near as easy as the front, but they still aren't too bad. Well, I ran out of time. I really wanted to get the bumpers primed today. I probably still could. I have 20 minutes, but I don't want to rush it and miss something stupid. And I don't have the mirror off yet anyway, and I have to prime that anyway. So I got them all stripped. So tomorrow we'll 180 them where they need to be, prime the spots that need to be. I think I found why they spray painted. There's little spider cracks. The back of the bumper doesn't show no signs of damage. So that's awesome because these bumpers are really expensive and I didn't want to have one that's all messed up. And then another thing, when you guys go to make these a different color, do not buy these stupid two-sided tape freaking metal jobbies. Buy the vinyl. Those are so stupid. They look dumb. There's nothing cool about them. They hang out. The vinyls look so much more subtle. They still have the indent. The metal ones just don't look right at all. And when you have to work on them, they're a pain in the butt. Yeah, tomorrow we'll probably line the fender and get those primed. There's always something to do on this thing. I'm trying to make it as nice as I can for the summer, so I think I'm gonna pull the IRS down and just powder coat the whole cradle and everything. I usually do that on all my Terminators. Just really cleans them up. Polish all the aluminum. But it is fairly clean in this car for 50,000 miles. So we'll catch you tomorrow when we prime those bumpers and take that mirror off. All right guys, I didn't video taking the door panel off, but I'll just go through it quick with you just so you know. This piece has to come off first. Pop the grill off. You just gotta get behind it. Try not to break it. It's kind of a pain. This thing just pops off, holds in by these little clips here. And then you got one screw in there, Phillips. Take that out. Pop this off the door panel with your screwdriver right here. Go slow, clip in the bottom. Then you gotta unscrew this with a Phillips. Pop this off. Those are just clips too. Start from the back, as in back here. And then on the door panel, you have two Phillips and then a clip in the front. Once you get those off, you lift straight up. It's got little hooks all the way around it. If you lift that straight up, it comes right off. And obviously once that's off, you just got three 11mm bolts. Take the mirror off and that one plug-in. And then I already sanded the mirror and the bumpers. I'm about to prime them now. I honestly don't know why they spray painted all this stuff because I don't see like any damage. But we're gonna get this stuff in primer, paint it tomorrow hopefully. All right guys, we got them primed. You'll notice I didn't do the side of the bumper because I want to match that quarter panel. Same with this side, I just did the top where the spray paint was. I went down a little farther there, but I'm still gonna sand some of that and blend it up. Same with the front. I didn't do this side because I wanted to match the fender. We primed the top area that was spray painted and damaged. This one I primed all the way because I think I'm gonna paint the fender because that scratch in the door, so that'll match. And then we got the mirror done. So tomorrow we'll throw some guide coat on these, sand them up. And I'm hoping to paint them tomorrow. I don't know because I have to bring the DSG to that car show and I don't know how long I'll be there. But hopefully tomorrow, if not probably Friday, I'll come spray these because I kind of want the car back together. And I honestly don't get much time to work on my own stuff because I'm always busy with the body shop. So that's where we're at now. We'll see when I get these sanded, hopefully tomorrow. Well, I didn't video sanding these at all or taping them off, but I got them in base coat. We're about to clear. Just checking to see if I got everything covered. I always shut my booth lights off to check. It just makes it way easier. You can see if anything sticks out. So if you're a painter, try to shut the lights off and check this. You'll thank me later. Everything sticks out more, all your flaws stick out. There's no point in clearing if you got a flaw. So Like I said, thank you later. But we're about to clear this. I already knew that everything was covered before I checked. They use great sealer. Obviously it's a silver car. Everything gets covered pretty easy. So let's mix up some clear, get this stuff sprayed. Well, got them cleared, baked them. Turned out awesome. And we're spray painted Cobra. A lot of you will be like, why didn't you delete the license plate holes? Well, I'm trying to keep this car looking original, since all my other ones are like built. Trying to keep one boring. I'm gonna drive it a lot, and our cops are kind of dicks around here, so figured I'd just leave it on. But yeah, let's throw these on. A couple days, probably 2 days. Man, they turned out good. I'll be back here in a couple days and we'll throw them on. As you've seen when I pulled the bumper off, you've seen it's really dirty. Well, the bumper's painted now, I put it back together. So I washed back here just because, like I said, I'm pretty picky with my stuff. There's a lot of tar here, so I cleaned all that stuff off. Stuff you'll never see, but when you wash it, and dirt always drips, and that's what makes all the... Every time you wash it, the dirt just keeps dripping from the crevices, you know? So I cleaned all that off. I didn't get the tar off the back because it was pain in the crap to get the sides off. So let's throw the bumper on. Hopefully I don't scratch it because I painted it yesterday. So best of luck. I'd suggest that you do this at home, have somebody help you. Since I paint, if I screw up, it's not a huge deal, I'll just fix it. But ideally, I'd like to have somebody help me. Matches spot on. I was nervous about that. So when I was painting it, I was nervous it wouldn't match because I was going to blend the sides or whatever. On camera it doesn't look like it matches, but it matches pretty good. I was going to blend the sides, but then I ended up spraying both sides anyway, just because there's little rock chips and stuff. So I just wanted to spray everything, but matches pretty good. I'm gonna bolt that on and we'll be back. Well guys, the bumpers turned into a complete paint job. So they didn't match, which I kind of figured. I'd just blend the fenders, wouldn't be a big deal. Quarters I didn't really want to do, but now I am. I plan on doing this, like I said. I never even noticed it has like a Bono crack there. So we're gonna see what that's about. But then if you look at the quarter and the door, how they align, when I used to look in my mirror, I'd see that. I don't know why they bonded it up there, but since I'm painting the quarter, I'm gonna do that too. Then you'll see the front of the door has waves in it. They're really faint. You can see that right here. See the waves? They're faint, so I'm gonna block those out and prime it. So we're essentially painting this whole side. And then since the bumper don't match the trunk, we'll probably paint the trunk too. Blend this quarter, blend that fender, leave the door. Because I think this door is original. If it's not, whoever painted it did a damn good job. So, quarter, fender, whole side on the drivers, and the trunk. So, luckily I'm ambitious, so the car will be pretty minty after this. And you can see there's a little chip here too. And then this side, My brother pointed this out. Starting to clear peel there. These idiots didn't take that off. So essentially the car will be literally the body wise perfect after I do this. So it sucks that I'm doing all this, but like I told you several times, I'm pretty picky. So we're gonna line this fender up just a little bit better. The fender's in just barely in too far. And then you can see the waves again. See them? So we're gonna fix all that stuff. I'm here on a Saturday right now. I'm gonna get it into primer today. And then probably either work on the high school car or put the floor in the mock, start on it anyways. So I have a lot of projects. And then the Jeep's outside still blown up. So I still gotta fix that too. But this car is coming first because it's starting to get warm out and I like my paint to dry for at least a month before I drive it on the road because it's really brittle and will chip easy. And I don't like doing a complete paint job basically, just go chip it up. So we're gonna try to get this car wrapped up quick so it'll be somewhat cured pretty good before I start driving it. Well, got it all stripped. Found some more stuff. They cleared around the Cobra emblem, around the antenna. Like, how lazy was this person? Like, the paint job is awesome. Whoever painted it's talented, but their prep work is just lazy. But I got most of it stripped. Those things were a pain. I never took those off before. I thought they had a bolt in them, but they're just clips. So I gutted the whole back seat just to get them stupid things off. But I didn't break any clips, so that's all that matters, I guess. But you guys that say Terminator guys are full of shit and big-headed. Like, every part on these cars is like specific. So all you GT fags, you probably already know all this stuff because you want to make yours as close to a Terminator as you can, but even the vents are different. I already knew this, but I'm just showing you guys on film. So, and mine has a chrome keyhole. Usually chrome only comes on 04 Cobras, Terminators. The black ones are always in the 03, so I don't know if the black wore off or somebody polished it, but some of you might not have knew that. 04 Terminators have a chrome keyhole and 03s have a black. So, but yeah, I'm gonna start sanding it and hopefully we get it painted in a couple days. Started sanding. There's just some glaze here. I got that down. The door was actually bent down just a hair. So I pounded the door up and got that flat. But I went to sand these two little marks in that crack, which I knew there was gonna be Bondo, but it's pretty thick. Thicker than I would like. I'm not even gonna grind it anymore. I'm just gonna get a new door. So we're pretty much gonna stop here for the day. I have a door at my dad's, but it's on a convertible. Not sure if they're the same or not, but if they aren't, I'm just gonna find a door. Because if there's that much Bondo up there and all those waves I was showing you down there, there's probably Bondo all the way down half the door. And if I'm doing a complete paint job, I'm not gonna deal with problems down the road. So we're gonna call it a day here. And once I get a door, I'll jam it, throw it on, and then we'll keep going. All right, guys, we're back. Currently, it's my birthday. I'm here at the shop. I got caught up with work, so I stripped the door that I took off my parts car. And normally, people would just hardline tape right behind the door panel because you don't see it, you know. But like I told you over and over, I'm very picky with my stuff. Next time somebody has this door panel off, if I sell it or something happens, I don't want them to know that I replaced the door. I want my repair as close to factory as I can. So if I ever sold it or anything, they'd be like, where was this thing even wrecked? You know, you want to hide as much as you can. Like, normal people would probably just Bondo that, but to me, that's too thick. I'm not gonna, it cracked for a reason. So we're just gonna replace the door. I'm gonna jam it right, completely stripped every clip, bolt. I'm gonna do the factory overspray out to here, just like the car would come. So we're gonna get to that now. Once I get that jammed, tomorrow we'll take the door off, start putting the guts back in this piece by piece. How you take it apart, opposite to go back together, especially on one of these, because certain things have to go in first. So we'll get this right next to a bench, start taking parts from that, putting them on the bench, and then when we go back together, start on the opposite side of the bench where you just got done, start putting it back in. So once I get this jammed and the parts back in, I'll show you what it looks like all done. Got the door jammed. Turned out pretty good. You'll think it looks too shiny. That's because door jams always get dirty and scratched up over time. So it'll look factory after a few months or years, whatever. Well, it turned out pretty good. So tomorrow we'll hang that and then start putting stuff in it. Well, had time to work on this today. The door we jammed a few days ago. The shop is crazy busy, so I haven't got to work on this as much as I'd like. Money first. But I did get the door off today while primer's drying on stuff. And man, some backwoods guy fixed this car. I knew that this was, I thought it was replaced, but it must have had kinks in here, so they cut it out and welded it. 2 spots there. They didn't even fix, I don't know if this is cracked yet or it's just kinked. Yeah, it cracked there, so I gotta weld that. So we're gonna fix this a little bit better. I'm gonna grind this and bond it so people can't really tell it's been messed up. And then I'm gonna paint down here too. We're gonna mix up this factory green paint instead of use silver so you won't notice. But look at that, like, and then, yeah, that's, it's kind of embarrassing, but I didn't fix this. And then I knew it needed a door, but look at this. Like, why even spray silver over that? That is freaking hacked. And then, like, they like patched it in, I think. If you can see, like, what the hell? Doors for these cars are like a dime a dozen because they're the same as the GT. So that just, if that tells you anything. But it looks terrible, but it's actually not as bad as it looks. It's just easy fixes. It's just they didn't do the finishing work. So we'll get it back up. It's just a little bit more work, but for the extent I'm going with this car, it's worth it to me. So we're gonna finish their work, and once it's done, probably won't ever know it's wrecked. Didn't even put a clip in there. It's just stupid stuff. Just somebody trying to make as much money as they can. So once this is all fixed up, I'll probably give you another update once the door's on and that stuff's fixed up. So here we go. All right guys, got the door on. So I found out more about that door was really messed up. So now I still have to fine adjust it, but the body line's lined up and now this is lined up. So that door was tweaked in multiple ways. But if I open this door, it sags really bad and this hinge is just hacked. So I think I'm gonna have to get the hinge off my parts card too, which I kind of figured I did, but we'll just leave the bottom hinge on and leave the door shut and switch that out quick. It won't be that bad, but feels good having a door on it again. If I had enough ambition, I'd paint this weekend, but pretty tired. The shop is busy this week, so we'll see. Might get a hair up my butt and do it. I don't know. Needs to get done pretty quick. I think the next week's supposed to be in the 50s and stuff, so I'll probably be driving this in less than a month. So we're gonna end the video here. Hopefully part 2 comes out pretty quick. If it does, it means I rushed and got through it. If it doesn't, it means I'm being lazy sitting on my couch, but we will see. Hope you enjoyed it.